The day off today. Kids are gone, the wife is gone. I got some peace and quiet, so I thought I would make some videos about some things that I have in my mind. This video is about HASHFLARE. I've been mining on HASHFLARE for a little while. Let me see. First joined about the 16th of March, and today is the 31st, so a little over 2 weeks. And initially when I started, I bought 10 mega hash of script, which is what I have in my Genesis mining account, and then 0.8 terahash of Bitcoin SHA-256 because that's what my wife had in her Genesis mining account, and I wanted to kind of compare and see which one paid out better. Well, on SHA-256 in HASHFLARE, you kind of get eaten up by maintenance. Let me show you a little something here. So first payout was 43,000 satoshis. They took 23,000 or 24,000 satoshis. Next one was 44,000 satoshis. They took 25,000. So they're taking more than half, and we were just getting paid better on that in Genesis mining. And it was both a lifetime contract. The one thing that I will say about HASHFLARE is that it's cheaper on like on SHA-256, you know, 0.2 terahash. Let me see if I can find it for you. What would that be? That'd be 200 gigahash. It is $24, and it's $30 in on Genesis mining, but it's still, you get eaten up with fees here. Now, what I think is interesting and where I think HASHFLARE has a spot, let's go back to my history, is in script mining. So in script mining, unlike Genesis mining, which has a 2-year Litecoin contract and it's $140 for 10 mega hash, here on HASHFLARE, it's a lifetime contract. You know, I guess they could stop as long as it's profitable, or I guess they could go under like Hash Ocean or something. But, you know, just not assuming those things. It's a lifetime contract, and hash rate is quite a bit cheaper. So for 10 mega hash of script, it's $62. On Genesis mining, it's $140. So it's less than half. And if you go to the history, what I found out is I was comparing my wife Karen's payments on script to Genesis mining. And in the very beginning, this is where we'll find it because I upped it after a while. But when we just had 10, okay, here's a script payout of 18,000, they took 8, so you made about 10 cents that day. Here's another one, 17,000, you made about 8-9 cents that day. Here's a payout of let's see, 19, and they took away 10, so you made about 9-10 cents. Basically, the bottom line is that we were making half as much money on HASHFLARE, but we had spent less than half for the hash rate. So if it was a straight up 2-year contract, you know, it's a close call, but HASHFLARE has it beat just because their hash rate is so cheap. But as I mentioned before, HASHFLARE has a lifetime open-ended script contract. So it kind of blows Genesis mining out of the water then. You will get your money back. And I'll show you what I've done. Right now they have a special for 10% off on buying hash rate on HASHFLARE. So I've used that to kind of, I've upgraded my, here's my purchases. Let's show them all. So the game that I'm playing here is I'm been updating the hash rate because it's so cheap. I mean, here with the code 10% off, so I got 10 mega hashes for $55.80, 12 for $66.96, and that's really increased the payouts significantly. Now I've got I haven't got paid out for having 60, but for having 50, we got I got paid. This is 177,000. There should be a zero. There's no zero on the end. Minus 48. So we made like a buck 30 now, and you know, we really haven't spent that much money, and it's a lifetime contract. And so what I've been doing is, so as soon as we get paid, I've been upgrading my SHA-256. You can see all these like 0.01, 0.01, and it was only $1.08 for 0.01 terahash because of the 10% off. And so I've been slowly increasing the SHA-256. You know, I could do that, or I could put it back into script, or I could get or I could just take a payout. I took my first withdrawal yesterday. That's why there's 0 Bitcoins. But you have the option on HASHFLARE to set it and forget it with reinvest. Right now I'm on do not reinvest, but you can reinvest in SHA-256. You can reinvest in script. You can do it in both, but it'll send you to SHA-256 because you can you'll get that first because the hash rate is just so cheap on SHA-256. You can actually make an investment of just $1.20. Let me show you. So like 0.01 terahash costs $1.20, and you can also pay by just from your balance, and you know, that's kind of a nice feature too. You don't have that in Genesis Mining. So you know, I didn't like HASHFLARE at first. You know, I thought they were ripping me off on fees, and this interface on Genesis Mining is just so attractive, and everybody loves it. And you know, they're better on everything else. I mean, it's like the Dash is a 2-year contract where it's 1 year on HASHFLARE. The Ether is a 2-year contract where it's 1 year on HASHFLARE. Bitcoin is about the same, but you kind of get eaten up in fees, I believe, on HASHFLARE. And then, but Litecoin is the one. You know, it's the script mining. I think that's where HASHFLARE has a role, and that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to keep on doing it. The only thing I wish that they would do is when they do the script mining, they pay you out in Bitcoin. You know, that's fine. I mean, Bitcoin is kind of like now it's the granddaddy of crypto, and it's what you use to kind of do a lot of other things in the crypto world. I mean, you could have a debit card, although I guess you could have one in Dash now too with SpectraCoin. You know, so it's useful, but I would like to be getting Litecoin. But of course, I can just take this and I get it put in my Exodus wallet and just convert it right there to Litecoin if I want. So that's what I wanted to say. Yes, HASHFLARE does have a role, and its role, in my opinion, is in script mining. All right, thank you all. Have a good day. Happy mining. Oh, by the way, my Genesis mining code is down below. If anybody uses it, I will get you back. Take care.